Hello, and welcome back to Lands of Lore 2. When we last left off, we had just eliminated the tribe of the Wild Ones and collected a few items, one of which is this crystal shard, which, let's just clear up some space. We don't need you. We don't need you. We don't need the second rune stone that we use to get into the Wild Ones place. We don't need you. We could probably get rid of you. These are gauntlets of might.
Gauntlets of might.
Good. Yeah, get rid of all that stuff. Anyway, yes, so we got this crystal here, which you actually get a couple of these in the Huline Temple, at which point you no longer need them to do this, but since we are not going to be friendly with those individuals, we will require this crystal to do a couple of things. Probably the most important in terms of actually being able to complete the game, thank you, is getting this right here.
Amaranth's serum.
Amaranth's serum, which we will use to make what we need to get past the Larchon. Oops, I left it outside. Ooh, there we go. Do need that. All right. Now, we also get a couple of other interesting things from this. We'll keep you again. One. Oop.
Kieran's circlet.
Kieran's circlet will come back to, but we don't need this Dagger of the Empty Hand. We do, however, want this. This gives us the next level of our curse control, which will be very valuable for us. We also have two things here, this scroll and a picture on the wall, which basically gives us the same information.
Consume a mixture of amber and venom sac.
Never mind, this is the wrong scroll.
Pain.
You.
Add rainbow sulfite to gorgonite nodules, then consume to acquire supernatural powers.
All right, never mind. I thought one of them would tell us that you take the amaranths and add silver leaf in order to make what we need to get past the... Oops. Wow, that was lucky. Kind of forgot that hole was there. To get past the Larchon. Now, there is a second place that we want to go to that we normally would not go to until later, after we had befriended the Wild Ones, but I don't think we're going to be friends with them since they don't exist anymore. All right, we already had it from there. Anyway, let's head down south in the general direction of the Huline Temple. I don't know why I went around there like that. Suppose just generically losing my way, as I am wont to do. Let's see, is this the temple? Right there. So, if we go just west of there, east? East. Through this way. Here. We come to this building that once we become friends with the the Wild Ones, they would let us in. But since we now have the ability to voluntarily transform into a lizard, we can open this up and then transform. Crawl through here. The game luckily transforms us back. That's polite. And now we can get this second totem here, which gives us the level 2 curse control spell. And so now we have the ability at any time to either turn into a lizard or to turn from a lizard into a human, which is nice. It gives us a great deal more control than we've had up until now, which we can use to our advantage and which normally we would not get until after completing the Dracoid Cemetery. Speaking of which, that is going to be our next stop. So let's see if I can get there quickly, not get too lost. And Oh, I don't have enough to stop my transformation. Well, that's okay. Wow, the game just really wants us to transform a lot today. Oh, this is completely the wrong way. Very poorly done by me. Go past the lake here. Sadly, it is not Lake Dread. Just the Bane River. Anyway, as we come across and head further west... Alright, we're not doing too badly here. Let's go around this tree. Oops. Overshot it a bit. So, there's not a lot, really, that changes in the Dracoid Cemetery compared to the good Luthor version. It's basically the same. The big difference is going to be the fact that we're going to do it a lot faster. So, technically, you need... what do we need? 1 yellow, 2 white, and 2 blue orbs in order to complete everything here. We're going to get a few more than that. We're going to get, I think, 3 yellow. And we are going to get just the 2 white and 2 blue, or 3 blue, rather. So, we're going to start by heading up, well, I'll check the map when we get out of here, to the 2 places that are wide open all the time. So that's here, and the one right next to it here. You don't need any type of key or orb to unlock. And we're just going to get the 2 orbs that are on the ground. Then we can head down below. Is this it? Yes. And we're going to try and, as best we can, just make a beeline for... Nope. I don't believe I'm going the right way. No. For the... yellow charging station, the spark charging station. I'm just going to take these guys out so they don't bother me as I'm trying to get through. There we go. He did blind me, which is fine. Annoying, but fine. Blind isn't that much of an issue, frankly, for us here. Am I too early? Nah, I just missed it. Blind really doesn't matter since I never know where I'm going anyway. Just light you up. Hopefully lighting the torches will make it a little bit easier when we're going back and forth not to get lost. So, here we go. Here is yellow. So, like I said, we're going to make 3 yellow orbs. That's Guardian Orb. That's not what I want. And 3. Now we can depart. Just try to backtrack right out where we just were. And should be... Well, sure, why not? Let's not transform. Let's try and get a little closer to you. Appears to be running, which means he's almost dead. There we go. Well, I suppose he was already dead, but you know what I mean. Okay, I think we're on the right path again. And we should be able to exit right there. Here we go. Okay, let's just light these 2 up as well. Wonderful. Now, we got 3 yellow globes, and there is a reason for that. We're going to open 3 of the tombs. Let's start with you over here. And we don't actually need to go in here, but there's something that we're going to use It's going to make things a lot easier for us. We're going to open... What do I want to do? Let's just do this. Level 5 spark should pretty much blast all these open. Oh, look at that. Because we're going to need a couple of these, which I had really forgotten about and never bothered to get anything to help us before. Why we need those, you will see fairly shortly. In the meantime, just to get a couple of extra globes, we're also going to go in here. So this is the second orb that we got. Where is the orb in here? I think it's in this one. Yes. Wonderful. Oh, did I? Yeah, I got to get it from that first one as well. Whoops. Oh, it should be just right here. And must be either in here or back there. There we go. Actually, there might even be one back here, too. Let's just take a peek, make sure. There is. Wonderful.
Oh.
Alrighty. Now, probably could just go down through this trapdoor. Actually, I guess we will. Either one of the trapdoors should work just fine. But we're going to use this to drop into a little pit area again. Or not. What's happening here? There we go. Guess we had to crouch down. So, we are now in a second section of this underground area that you can only get to from above. Then there's a couple of drop downs to get you back to this area. And after we kill this ghost, who's being very rude, if I do say so myself, we're going to, let's see, actually we might already be where we want to be. Yes, it's either here or the one next to it. Underneath one of these skulls is a secret orb, and I think it's this spot right here. Wonderful. So now we have, what, 5 or so of these globes to be able to use, and we just need to find our way out. So this is how we came in. All right, we want to go down this way, wrap through here. Just to our left here is, actually maybe it's not. Yeah, this is how we would have come down through that other trapdoor in the other catacomb that we opened. Now, let's jump over this. Gonna light this little guy just to have it going, and then head back out. So, we have completed everything we need to do with the yellow orbs. Now, it is time to go get a couple of white. So, let's take our teleporter that we activated last time, I think. Probably. We'll go to the other portion of the Dracoid Ruins. And back to the Mage Tower. We can watch this, it's always nice. Kind of feels like we shouldn't be able to get in without, you know, some kind of way to break through this. It looks kind of like a barrier with a little blue glow there, but I guess not. Anywho, traveling upwards and onwards and upwards, whatever. I believe we need to open this one. We do. All right, that'll open this staircase behind us and should give us access to this gentleman.
Uh-oh.
Must leave.
We actually don't need to listen to him. We can just
the head.
go on the assault.
Eat my jerkin.
But we do need to take him out in order to get the Bracers of the Dead. And unfortunately, we do have to listen to him now.
Bracers.
Hey, I thought you were dead.
Bracers can talk to dead.
These bracers allow the wearer to communicate with the netherworld?
Talk to dead. Bad. Leave, bracers.
Sorry, I'll have to keep them. Perhaps I'll be able to have a chat with my mother now.
Perhaps. All right, we don't really need to open this, but we will. Now, we got to go back down to the charging station, which is the next floor down. Yes. There we are. And as I said, we're going to make 2 white orbs. Where are you? There you are. Or globes.
Oh.
I don't care.
Glass globe.
Good. Now we can head back to the cemetery through the teleporter pathway. Just around the bend. Good. Now let's teleport to the cemetery. And we are making great progress. If you don't know what you're doing or you're trying to do everything, this takes, 14 hours. Anyway, let's throw this white in here, and then we have to step inside, flip this switch. Very good. Which opens this door over here. Now, what we need to do is come inside here, get this orb, which actually we might not even need, but whatever. Tip this barrel over and push it into here, where it will crash and open. And now you could spark this to create an explosion, which will kill you because you're too close. And what we need to do is have some way to kind of set it off with fire, which I should be able to use this for. Or not. All right, fingers crossed that this one works. Otherwise, I'm not sure what we're going to do. Wonderful. You can light one of the these balls on fire with spark and push it in.
Not
It's really,
quite.
I find it very difficult. I don't know if I've ever done it successfully. So I don't recommend using that as your primary method of dealing with this, but you can. Either way, we want to head as far north as we can in this little pit here. This, I guess you could think of as being sort of like a third level of the catacombs down here. Each one accessible only... Stop it. From the level above. And we're going to need
Glass
3
globe.
blue globes.
Oh.
Well, we need 2. We're going to get 3 because there's an item that I want to get. And we need that in order to do it. So, now what we want to do is try to get south to be able to find a wall we can jump over because we can't get out that way. There we go. I guess I don't really need to light that. We're not coming back this way. But it is nice to be able to see better. There we go. That'll work. So we jump down here. Now we're into the kind of second area, and we'll just retrace that same jump we did last time. We just have to get there. Follow the torches. Up and over. And, whoops. What in the world? Oh, I literally just went past the stairs. All right. Wonderful. Now, let's open... Ooh, which one is it? I think it's this one. What color are you? Yellow. I was wrong. How about you? Blue. We'll open this and get the Valkyrie crossbow, which is the reason that I wanted to get a third blue orb. And then we can head up here to You? No, not you. Let's see. We gotta go over one more to here. Haha. And with the blue orb and a bracer of the dead, the bracers of the dead, whatever, we will be able to hear this conversation.
Traveler, help a spirit, will you?
I'm on several errands already. How might you wish me to aid you?
I am a Dracoid priest, but I cannot lie in the crypt with my equals. My corpse lies forgotten in the sunken ruins of our city, in a cave beyond the lake.
If you're a Dracoid priest, perhaps we can assist each other. I have great need of a token called Silverleaf.
The silver leaf is a sacred Dracoid object. Return my remains to me here. I will direct you towards acquiring the silver leaf. I am, after all, a Dracoid priest.
Then go get the Silverleaf. I will return soon with your dust, and then I will be pleased to trade for a Silverleaf.
Burn my remains and put them in this urn. I will wait for your return.
Alright, so we should be able to do that pretty quickly.
Please hurry.
We're going to leave these here to keep some room open in our inventory. Frankly, we could probably leave this here too.
I wonder if I should have done that.
It should be fine. Now, let's go back to the teleporter, which is not right here, but is right here. All right, back to here. And now, let's see if we can get quickly from the mage tower over to where we want to go. It might even be better to go from the other area. I'm worried we'd be stuck and wouldn't be able to get across, so let's stick with this route. All right, so we are down here, and we need to get way up here, which is not super hard. Particularly when we have the ability to transform, that will help us. And when we are protected from poison, that will also help us. Now, there's multiple routes to take. I don't know what I just did there. But one route we could take is going through this little lizard tunnel. So let's voluntarily transform. Run through here. A little bit of a shortcut to where we're going. Let's see, where are we? Let's go back this way a little bit. We should just transform ourselves. Being a lizard is going to put us in trouble. This, I think, is actually not where we want to go. No. That's kind of a cool area. Breaking that right there will unleash some water, which gives you access to one or two other places that you wouldn't otherwise have access to, but we don't need to do it. There's nothing of major value in those places. What we want is to head back this way. There's some interesting things in some of these rooms, nothing that we need, so we'll just continue on. Take out some of the SAR as we go. Oops. Oh, hey, look, another one. I wouldn't say you need to kill these guys, but I just always worry that you're going to end up, tracking a bunch of them and getting caught and getting attacked from behind, which, so long as you're taking them on one-on-one and have the poison protection, you should be pretty fine, but if you lose that, then, they can do some damage. How do I get where I want to go? here. Nope. I don't know if I need to kill you. You're not going anywhere. You're attached to a wall. You, however, seem annoying. Part of why I really like having Valkyrie. I like being able to send out the fireballs to give me better vision in these dark areas. Also, Valkyrie's cool. Let's see, is this what we want? Yes, we're making good progress here. I think. Alright, so we want to jump across here. Oh, let's not transform. I don't want to do that. And then we're getting all kinds of turned around. We'll go up this direction. Keep lighting these to keep improving our visibility. Ah, see, now there's two of them. And that can turn into an issue. But either way, we just want to keep making our way. Oh, I'm going south. Well, that was the exact opposite of what I wanted to do. This is a big guy. Might as well take him out before he causes trouble. Getting close to where I want to end this video. I don't want to go much longer time-wise, but we should be able to take care of this before we have to stop. If I can start going in the right direction. Not getting turned around as often. Alright. I don't want to deal with either of you. You're both annoying. Huzzah. So head back over here. Yes, this is more of what we want. Now let's do this, get across here, and then we should be able to basically come here and do the exact opposite jump. Back across. And this should ultimately take us to where we want to go. Take this guy out now so we don't have to deal with him later. I didn't really need any spark on him, it was just fun. So once we get through this pathway here, come to this kind of bridge section, which is a little bit finicky. And I think we're going to just jump down to here, should be the safest. Then up this way and across this bridge. No, thank you. So once we get to this path, we are exactly where we want to be. Now we just have to take this really, really long run all the way up this way. You got to be careful not to accidentally fall off the edge as you're going. Which is not super difficult, but if you're, losing visibility with the darkness, then it can absolutely happen. Trying to go too fast, etc. So I'm going to come in here. This is the Dracoid Priest's body. We're going to bring it with us. Put it upon the altar. And then we just spark both sides of this here to set the ritual in motion. Oops. Collect his dust.
That worked.
Wonderful. And now I think we've been long enough. Actually didn't set my timer, so I could be off. But why don't we end things here? When we come back, we will be able to very quickly finish up with the cemetery and ruins and be in position to head up into the Claw Mountains. But hopefully you enjoyed things here so far. And until next time, see ya.